Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this head to toe feel good yoga class. Let's get started lying down. We don't need any props. We're not doing anything crazy or fancy. We're just going to enjoy a beautiful yoga class together. So let's start just by lying down. You could have your feet on the mat, rolling your shoulders, just taking a deep breath in and out. Maybe letting go of the mind a little bit. Tilting your pelvis too, so that you are feeling your entire back pressed against the mat, nice and grounded. One deep breath in and exhale. And then bringing your arms over your head for a nice little stretch. Good. And then bring your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs. Maybe give a little rock from side to side. Good, bring your knees up and let both knees fall over to the right side for a twist. Bringing your arms out to the side or into cactus. Maybe your gaze is looking over towards your left hand. And then bringing your knees up to center and then letting both knees fall over towards the left side, maybe looking over towards your right hand. We're twisting at the waist here, getting our body warmed up. Good, and then have your knees back up to center, point your toes, waterfall, and then flex your feet. Take a deep breath in and out, really squeezing the lower belly. And then grab onto the outside of your feet for happy baby. Just starting to open up the hips a little bit, let your shoulders be heavy. You can practice just by maybe even straightening one leg and then the other. Just focus on getting your knees down towards the mat. Good. And then straighten your right leg out. Grab onto your left knee, squeeze it in, flexing both feet. And then switch sides, grabbing your right knee, pulling it in towards your chest, flexing both feet. Good, and then release, rolling over towards one side, and then coming up into a comfortable seated position, crossing your legs. Take a deep breath in, reach for the sky, and then exhale down. Beautiful, bringing the left arm up and over for a side bend, side stretch. Come back up to center. And then bring the right arm over your head. Come back up to center, bring your hands on towards your knees, and just do some seated cat-cows. So we're curving the spine, bring your chin in. And then chest up, shoulders back. Deep breath in. Exhale, curve the spine, drop the chin. Inhale, chest goes forward, chin goes up. Good. Bring your body through, come into your tabletop position. Extend your right leg out, toes pointed down. One breath here. And then right arm goes over the head and hold. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Lower the hand, lower the knee, and switch sides. Left leg goes out, toes pointed down, right arm goes up over the head. Keep your hips square. Flat back. Then lower the hand, lower the knee, flip your toes, downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Little bend in the elbows, little bend in the knees. Hips are high. Good. Float your knees down to the outer edge of your mat. Release your toes. Wide-legged child's pose. Exhale. Inhale. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat. Exhale. Maybe resting your forehead onto the mat. Bring both hands over towards the right side. Relaxing your chin on your right knee. Letting your body feel heavy on that right leg. Then bring your hands to center and then over towards the left side. Good. Bring your hands back to center. Come back up into your tabletop position, rocking our body forward and back. And we can go into a full child's pose. And then we can bring our hips down low, almost in an upward dog, pushing your hips back. Child's pose, hips forward, upward dog. Go onto your toes and then full upward facing dog. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Again, little bend in the elbows, little bend in the knees. You can walk out your heels if you want. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands towards your feet at the back of the mat. So you could have your knees bent. Go down into your forward fold. You can grab onto your elbows if you want. Let your upper body, let your head be heavy. Rock from side to side. Good. Place your hands down onto the mat. Walk your hands into your high plank position. Drop your knees down to the mat, release the toes, and then float your body all the way down to the mat. Come up into your cobra, lift, and then lower. Lift again, cobra, and lower, and lift, and lower. Good. Rest your head on your hand, pick up your right foot, grab on the top of your right foot, pull your foot in towards your right glute for a nice quad stretch on the right. Pushing the hips into the mat, and then release the right foot and switch sides. Picking up, bending the left leg, grabbing onto the top of the left foot, pulling the heel in towards your glute, pushing your hips down in towards the mat. Your head can be rested on the mat, your forehead, whatever feels good. Good. Release your toe, bring your arms in a little bit more, push up to your upward facing dog. Take a breath in, push your shoulders away from your ears. Point your toes, lift up, lift up. Good, and then hips high, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Lift your heels, bend your knees, do a little jump or a hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, bringing your palms up to your shins. And then lower down, forward fold. Relax your head. Walk out your forward fold, maybe lifting one heel and the other. Good. Bending your knees down, come right into chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center into prayer. Sinking deep. Bring your left elbow to your right knee for a twist. Back to center. Right elbow to left knee. Trying to bring your hands to the center. Back to center, floating your hands down, forward fold. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Place your hands all the way down. Relax. Good. Roll your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Picking up the right foot, we're going to send it back, crescent lunge. Back toe or back heel is lifted on your toes, lifting your arms up, bending the front knee, lift. Hold this nice, powerful pose. Tilting the pelvis in. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathing deeply, but controlled. In through the nose. Exhale. Good. Open up warrior two. Keeping your gaze over that front hand. Relax your shoulders. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm. Peaceful warrior. And forward into your extended side angle. Elbow to knee, arm goes up. You can try to bring your fingertips down to the mat if you want to. Lift, lift, lift. Coming all the way back up to your warrior two. Cartwheel the arms. Come into your runner's lunge. Left foot forward. Place your right hand on the mat. Left arm goes up for a twist. Twisting at the waist. Good. Lower the left hand down. Drop the back knee, walking back into your half split. Bringing your left toes up towards the ceiling. Hips are square. Back is flat. Keep those slow and controlled breaths. Feeling yourself get heavier and heavier towards that left leg. Good. Drop the front foot. Keep the back knee on towards the mat for a low lunge. Bring both hands just below your left knee. Lift up, lift up. Maybe bringing the right arm up, maybe the left arm. Sink deep. And lower your hands all the way down. Flip your toe, come back into your runner's lunge. And then straighten the front leg. You drop the back heel, melting forward over that leg. Bring your hands to center, pivot the foot, come into your wide-legged forward fold, bending one knee and the other. Maybe you're lifting the opposite toes off of the mat as well to go a little bit deeper. Maybe shifting your body from one side to the other. Good. Come up onto your fingertips, flat back. And then heel toe your feet a little bit wider, then shoulder width apart. Pivoting your hands, lifting your toes, and pivoting your body into your pyramid pose with your left foot in front. Take a breath in and out. Hold. Enjoying this beautiful hamstring stretch. If your back heel is lifting, try bringing your foot a little bit closer together. So bringing your feet a little bit closer to the top of the mat, your back foot. Good. Bring all of your weight over onto your left foot. Pick up your right foot, cross it over your left foot for a forward fold with one foot in front of the other, crossing. A little deeper stretch here on the hamstrings. Good. And then bend the knees. We can stand up. See if you could use your balance to stand up as you have your left foot crossing over your right. Bring your arms all the way up. Drop the right hand down. See if you could bend over towards the right side, pushing your hips over towards the left. Good. Bring your arm down. Bring your feet to touch at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up. Swan dive all the way down. Halfway lift into forward fold. Bend your knees, step back into your high plank position. Hold your high plank. And knees or toes, chaturanga down. Upward dog or cobra. To downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Lift the heels, bend the knees, jump, hop, or step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend the knees, rise to stand. Reach up, look up, take a deep breath in. Good, lower your hands all the way down. Rolling your shoulders, take a moment. Now picking up the left leg, lift it up high, step it back, crescent lunge. We're on our toes, back heel is lifted, front leg is straight. Lifting your arms all the way up, hold. Sink deep, tuck in that pelvis. Find that gaze, steady, controlled balance. The power that you know within you. Taking the deep breath in, standing strong. Focusing on your breath. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. Good. Open up warrior 2. Bending the front knee. Relax your shoulders. Bend a little bit deeper. Dropping the back hand, flipping the front palm. Peaceful warrior, reaching back. And then coming forward into our extended side angle. Arm goes up to the ceiling. Or you can try bringing your fingertips down towards the mat, bending the front knee a little bit more. Coming back up into your warrior 2. Bending and holding. Good. Flipping both palms, reach up, look up, take a deep breath in. Floating your hands all the way down. Exhale. Come back into your wide-legged forward fold with a bind, grabbing onto your hands together and then lifting your hands over your head. Your elbows are straight. Good, and then dropping your hands all the way down to the mat. Take your right hand, grab onto your left ankle. Bring your left arm all the way up over your head. And then back to center. Left hand goes for your right ankle. Right arm goes up. Pulling your body in towards the right leg. Good. Bring your hands to center. Come up with a flat back with your fingertips a little bit more forward. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Pivoting the body and then the feet to your pyramid pose. Both feet are parallel. Toes are pointed to the top of the mat. And relax. Let your body feel heavy, bending at the hip crease. Beautiful. Good. Stepping our left foot back. We're coming into our runner's lunge. Right foot forward. Lifting the chest up. Back leg is straight. Dropping the right hand down. Picking up the right hand for a twist. Looking up at the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Nice, and then lower down. Dropping the back knee, release the toe, walk your hands back, picking up your right toes this time for your half split. Right toes are lifted. Keep focusing on your breath. Good, walk your hands forward. Keep that back knee on towards the mat. Coming up for your low lunge, placing both hands just below your right knee this time, sinking deep. Lifting up. Maybe your right arm, your left arm goes up. Lift up. Good, lower your hands all the way down. Pick up that back toe, and now we're straightening the front leg, letting our body fall over our right leg, which is straight. Good. Bending back down into your runner's lunge, and then stepping the back leg forward. And you're going to take your left foot, and now you're going to cross it over your right. So we're going into that nice crossing position and going into our forward fold. Always working on our balance as well. Good, and then bend your knees slightly, using your core strength and your balance, lifting up. Dropping the right hand down, reaching over towards the left side. Feeling nice, beautiful stretch on the right side of your body. Lift up, squeeze your glutes. Push your hips forward. Beautiful. Oh, feels so good. Bring your feet together at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, take a deep breath in. Float your hands down, swan dive. Halfway lift, bringing your palms up onto your shins. Lower your hands down, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back into your high plank position. Nice and strong here. Keep your toes together. Flip onto your side plank, leaning or stacking your feet one on top of the other, lifting your left arm all the way up. Left arm goes down. Come back onto your toes, stacking both feet on the right side, lifting your arm up. Hips are high. Back into your high plank position. Knees or toes, chaturanga down. Upward dog or cobra. To downward facing dog. Beautiful breaths here. Really pushing your hands in towards the mat. Pushing your heels in towards the ground. Good. And then releasing your knees all the way down to the mat and your toes into your child's pose. Lifting up into your tabletop position. Bring your hands a little bit closer to the top of the mat and into your puppy pose. You can try bending your elbows and doing a prayer behind your head. Your hips are high, really opening up the chest here. Good, lower your hands down. Come up onto your knees, pushing our hips forward. Bring your fingertips maybe to the top, pointing towards the top. Just pushing your hips forward, opening up the chest. If you want to try lifting your heels, you can grab onto your right heel and then lifting the left arm up and over your head. And then switch sides. And then you could try your full camel, where you're grabbing onto both ankles, pushing your hips forward, opening up the chest, dropping the head. And then slowly come all the way up, come into your tabletop position, just so we can neutralize the spine, curve the spine into your cat. Drop the belly down, take a deep breath in. And then back into your cow or your cat. And then drop the belly, look up. Good. We're going to come up back into our downward facing dog and go right into our pigeon pose. Let's bring our right leg all the way up, three-legged dog. And then bending the right knee, stepping the right knee just behind our right wrist. Lowering ourselves down, lifting up. And then when we're ready, walking our way down to the mat, maybe resting our forehead on our hands. Again, remembering not to put our weight on our right hip. You want to remain centered. This can be an uncomfortable stretch, but it shouldn't be painful. It's just intense. If you want to sit on a block or put a pillow underneath your right hip, you can start there. Keep your left leg center to the mat, pointing your toe, leg is straight. Take another deep breath in and out, and then slowly come up. Just walk yourself up, bringing your hands closer towards your body. Do another nice little stretch here. And then now we're going to fall over on towards that right hip. Take that straight leg, swing it all the way around, and take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, sitting up nice and tall, going in for a twist. Taking the left arm behind, looking behind our left shoulder. Lift up, lift up. Pulling the left knee in towards the chest. Good. And then come back into a kneeling position. Back onto your tabletop position. Flipping your toes, downward facing dog. Now we're bringing our left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Bending in the left knee, just behind the left wrist. And then floating our way down into our pigeon. And then when you're ready, float yourself all the way down. You want to be relaxed in this pose. You don't want to be too high. So you can support your head with a pillow or a bolster. And again, from behind your left hip. Focusing on your breath here. Even though your body might be telling you this is uncomfortable and you should get out, fight against that. If it's not painful and it's just an uncomfortable stretch, let the emotions come in. Overcome them. Breathe through it. Good. On the next inhale, slowly make your way up. Give yourself another little back bend. Good. And then take the right leg, that's straight leg, swing it all the way around. Take the right ankle, crossing the left knee, and then sit up nice and tall. Taking the right hand, hugging the right knee towards your chest, and then looking behind you. Looking over your right shoulder, spine nice and tall. You could always do this variation as well. Bringing your elbow across your knee. Twist, twist, twist. Nice. And release. Let's come right into our Baddha Konasana. Heels and toes together. Sitting up nice and tall. Grabbing onto your toes. Taking a deep breath in. A big smile. Maybe fluttering your knees. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Extending your left leg out. Bring the opposite foot in towards the inside of your leg and reach towards the right leg there. Side bend, stretch. And then slowly come up and come over towards the left side, towards the bent knee. And then slowly come up, switching sides. Left leg goes out, right leg goes, foot goes in, reaching over towards your left foot. Reach, reach, reach. And then over towards the right side, towards the bent leg. A little bit easier of a bend here. Good, and then slowly come up. Let's do a wide-legged forward fold, so seated wide-legged fold, lifting up. And then slowly bringing your body forward. You can flex your feet or relax, it's totally up to you. If you can sit up nice and tall, you can see if you can start bringing your body forward. You can do a nice little soft stretch here. I like to sway from side to side. I love to sway. Walking yourself slowly with each exhale. So it's good to take this nice and slow. Take a slow, long inhale. And with every exhale, just feel yourself maybe coming a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. You could have a block or a pillow or something to support your body. Good, and then slowly make your way up. Take your hands, put them behind your knees. Bring your feet together at the top of the mat. Just give them a nice little shake. Good. Let's do our seated forward fold just for 1 minute to really intensify our a nice hamstring stretch. So bring your arms all the way up and then just grab on to your ankles or your toes, wherever you're at. Bending at the hip creases, bringing your lower body forward. And again, with each exhale, feel your body melting over your legs. You could do a little bend in your knees too. You can create some movement, but essentially you just want to hold and breathe through it. Good. Lifting all the way up, scoot yourself down. We're gonna float our way all the way down to the mat, one slow vertebra at a time, and then giving ourselves a head to toe stretch with our legs nice and straight. A deep breath in and exhale. Good. Just bring your arms to your side, taking a minute to do some deep breaths here. Pay attention to how your body is feeling at this moment. Good. And then bringing our knees in towards our chest. Another squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. We're going to finish as we started. Straighten the right leg all the way down. Grab onto your left knee. Pull it in towards your armpit this time. So bring it a little bit more out to the side. And then extending the left leg straight. Try to pull it in towards your body. And then bending the left knee, switching sides, bringing the right knee in towards the chest. And then you're bringing the right knee in out to the side a little bit towards your right armpit, opening up the hip a little bit more. And then bring it into center and then straighten the right leg. Pull it in towards your body. Good. Lower the right leg down. Have your feet find the mat. Do another stretch where you're lifting your hips up into a bridge. Just lift, lift, lift. You can let your knees go a little bit wider. Good. And then go into an inversion of your choice. So you can just come into waterfall if you want. You could flex your feet. You could come up into a shoulder stand. Or you can go into plow. And then slowly lower all the way down. Bring your knees to one side or the other. Just a little windshield wiper. A deep breath in. And then find a comfortable position for your final pose, your Shavasana. A couple moments to yourself. You deserve it. Just focusing on your breath. Letting go of the to-do list. It will still be there when you're done. Just allowing yourself this short moment. If you want to take longer, I encourage you to pause the video and do a meditation or just enjoy silence a little bit longer. Take another deep, deep, deep breath in, really expanding your lungs. Exhale through the mouth, letting it all go. And then rolling over to one side, pushing up into a comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands to heart center, feeling this beautiful, calm energy. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your beautiful heart pumping. Listen to your heart. What is it telling you to do? What is your gut telling you to do? Follow that intuition. Follow the bliss. Follow the joy. And follow this calm, beautiful state. Take a deep breath in and follow me on YouTube so we can do this type of practice each and every day together.